Squid Game, probably the most talked about thing in the last month. It's hard to go anywhere on the internet without seeing something about Squid Game. For example, hashtag Squid Game has been viewed more than 22 billion times on TikTok, and that is just one hashtag. But what is Squid Game? Squid Game is the story of 456 indebted players playing children's games for money. But there's a catch. These children's games are deadly. Within 1 week, this show has become the most watched series in 90 countries. It is about to become Netflix's most watched series ever. But why does this show matter more than any other show? Well, in order to answer that question, we must ask another question first. Why has this show become such a sensation, and how has it become successful? Let's talk about why Squid Game is the greatest show Netflix has ever put out and how it has taken over the internet. First, we have virality. This show has the potential to go viral in almost every aspect. This show is subtitled in 31 languages and dubbed in 13 languages. So this show is 100% worldwide. Anyone from Korea to England can enjoy this show. And with how the internet is today, any show, piece of content needs to be memed for viral potential. And Squid Game is no exception to this. The show is able to get viral moments through nostalgia of children's games, the incredible sets, visual style, musical score, art direction, themes, and tone of the series. I could make an entire video on the music of this show. In fact, I did. The guy who did the score is actually this man right here, who also did the score for Oscar-winning film Parasite. But you can check that out more on my TikTok. Spoiler alert from this point forward. Squid Game often doesn't get talked about for its story, but it has an amazing one. A story where the characters actually learn and grow. Main character starts out as a gambling addict who is willing to do anything to feed his addiction, including stealing from his own mother, which that money in particular was supposed to be used as a present for his daughter. This man is not a likable character, but you know who is? Ali. Rest in peace, Ali. One of the things that Squid Game does so well is leave out information until the characters that we've been following actually experience it. We never see the Pink Soldier's perspective until the character we've been following, the police officer, infiltrates their operation. We don't know anything about the Squid Games until the police officer infiltrates their operation. Every scene creates mystery, but the answer was right in front of us the entire time. We are shown this room from the very beginning, but if the audience and the players were looking at the walls, they would have seen that every single game was drawn on the wall. And we finally see this when the beds are stripped away. This story takes exposition and turns it into a mystery for us to find out along with the characters. It leaves out the most important details until we need to know them to move the story along. The actors' performances in this show are fantastic. I found myself feeling sad when every character died that I was invested in. And one of the main reasons these actors were so incredible at their performances is because a lot of it wasn't acting. There were no stunt doubles. The actors did all their own stunts, and half the time they were scared to death because they were actually performing these incredible feats. The attention to detail and creativity in the show is incredible. Every single set was designed with purpose. They even plotted out the phone battery percentage in this show. It's at 50%. And this is only day 2 of the games. And Squid Game has 6 games over 6 days. His phone's gonna make it another 4 days at 50%. But you can check that out more on my TikTok. With all that being said, why should you care? This is just a random Netflix show that we're gonna forget about in a month, right? Well, Squid Game is more than just a show. The show's creator and writer, Hwang Dong-yuk, originally wrote Squid Game back in 2008 when he was still living with his mother and grandmother, but he was rejected by every studio he pitched his story to. This man even had to sell his laptop to continue working on the script. Studios said his idea was too grotesque. They said that it would never work, but he pitched it anyway and was rejected for 10 years, every single time. As someone who's consistently been rejected for my dream, this story really stuck with me. But why am I telling you this? As a creative myself, my goal is to be able to live from doing what I love. The show's creator, Hwang Dong-yuk, was able to keep pushing his story because he truly believed in it. I can't even imagine what it was like to be rejected for 10 years straight. But we all need to have this passion and dedication to what we believe in. Hwang Dong-yuk is one of the people I truly look up to, and is one of the people that I hope has inspired all of us to keep pushing for our dreams. I think the writer and creator of the show really saw himself as the main character. He saw a guy who wanted to be a good person, who wanted to be a family man, but something was always in the way. It's just like the creator who wanted to tell this story for so long, but something was always in the way. And after 10 long years, he finally gets to share his story with the world. Just like he pushed his story for 10 years, he was able to make his dream a reality and finally tell that story. Now Squid Game is on track to become the most watched show ever on Netflix, and I couldn't be happier for him. Consider subscribing if you want to push your dream as well.